happening in the community observed each October, the National Disability Employment Awareness Month celebrates the contributions of workers with disabilities and educates about the value of a workforce inclusive of their skills and their talents. LifeROOTS, a nonprofit organization, helps to build bridges between employers and employees to create long-lasting, successful relationships. Joining us now with more on INDEEM, I guess is what it's sort of the acronym for this month. Kathleen Cates, who is the CEO of LifeROOTS, along with Philip Perez, project manager for LifeROOTS, and Felicia Avila, who's one of LifeROOTS' many success stories. So thanks for being with us. So let's start off with you, Kathleen. Tell us some of the important elements of that maybe business owners and other folks should know about hiring folks with disabilities.
Sure. So I think that we've learned in the last 40 years that diversifying your workforce makes for a stronger, more innovative business. But what I believe people forget is that hiring individuals with disabilities is one of those minority groups that you've forgotten about.
That's true.
And that is part of the strengthening of your diverse workforce.
Okay. Now, Philip, you've got a pretty cool organization, I'd say one of the largest employers in the state, Kirtland Air Force Base, that you were working with. Tell us about this project and how they're working with LifeROOTS.
Well, 75% of our workforce is people with disability.
Really?
And actually it's a little higher than that, might be closer to 80, and then the rest of the percentage is non-disabled people. And we do a custodial contract out there where we service 150 buildings that we service and do work for, and it's a great partnership. We've seen lots of success stories. There's one individual I think of that's been out there 25 years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and he even collects these coins. It's a really interesting story. The commander coins. He has more coins than the commander himself, probably.
No kidding. Wow.
So it's a great partnership, and
That's
it's a great service we provide, and we just see a lot of success.
That's great. And Felicia, how do you fit into this equation? Tell us about the work and the experience you've had with LifeROOTS.
It's been good. At first I struggled because I didn't think I was going to make it, honestly. I thought I was going to fail. I didn't think, nobody honestly thought I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to make it in the job. But I stepped it up and I tried my best, and they saw that I tried my best and they decided to keep me, and I tried to show them that I can do it.
And you've continued to prove that you can do it. So tell us how Felicia's experience and the success that she's been able to achieve really sort of exemplifies what LifeROOTS does.
Well, in a short amount of time, she's only been with us for about 7-8 months. With her crew lead, Lauren, and her supervisor, Carl, they've been able to really work with her and other employees that come alongside, and she's learned the trade really well. She's doing really well. She can even actually go into the facilities herself and provide the services, without constant supervision. So just seeing a great turnaround. She's a great success story of the program.
I think what we would like the general public to understand is that an individual with a disability might require additional training time or might require some sort of assistant technology, which LifeROOTS could provide for them. They don't have to do that. But then you have a very long-term loyal employee. It reduces in your overturn costs and your turnover costs and the hiring costs. Our people can pass backgrounds and drug tests. They go into secure areas, and so you get a loyal employee that stays longer, so therefore they're higher quality.
Yeah, and it seems that, I think you bring up a good point in terms of talking about the costs of training, because if you do have that high turnover rate, well, guess what? You're going to have to train someone else coming in. So if you have that loyalty and that long-term relationship, you really are reducing the costs of training by hiring someone with a disability, it seems like.
Absolutely, and so LifeROOTS will place individuals with disabilities in a specific position in any business. But we also have contracts with businesses like Southern Wine and Spirits or Supply One or Ethicon or Kirtland Air Force Base, where we come in and provide the training, the management, the oversight, and you give us the requirements of what you want done, whether it's clean the 150 buildings on Kirtland Air Force Base or make 100 boxes a day. Whatever that is, we'll be able to build the template and provide the training for that labor.
And I think it also speaks to the success, having, in our field, working in the media, we've had to go out to Kirtland Air Force Base time and again. We don't get to go into buildings by ourselves, so you've got a leg up on me. I don't have that opportunity. So clearly you guys are doing something right. Now, you bring up a good point in terms of the conversation, how we get started prospective employee is out there watching and they say, I want to be part of this, how do I start facilitating it? Do they contact you? Do prospective employees, someone with a disability that wants help, do they contact you first, or are both options viable?
So if you're an employer and you are having problems filling a position or a specific role, then you can call us at 255-5501, that's a 505 number, and you can ask for Alec Reinhardt or Matthew Molina, and they can work on all packaging, assembly, custodial, groundskeeping, or just any sort of individual. We have software designers as well in our pool of people. If you are looking for a contract, Matthew Molina would be very good to contact at that same number. You can learn more about us on our website, which is liferootsnm.org, and you can contact us through there as well.
That's great. And Felicia, just before we get out, if there's something that you can say about your experience with LifeRoots to other people that may be in the similar situation, what would you tell them? What sort of advice would you give to someone?
That it might be challenging, but never give up. Always try. Because LifeRoots will give you a chance if you try and do your best.
I think that's perfect advice regardless of where we are in our life, Felicia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the service you provide to our community. And folks, again, if you want more information about LifeRoots and the great work they are doing here to build bridges in New Mexico, head over to foxnewmexico.com.